Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jimmy with Papa J Vinyl. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to another video. Hey, thank you for the people that have subscribed. Thank you for the likes, the comments. Gotten to know some of you guys. I appreciate that. You turned me on to some other people's videos, and hope you're doing the same back to mine. And just share the love, share the love of the vinyl community. There you go. Hey, there's been a couple times that I have shown y'all this book right here. 1001 albums that, according to Robert Dimery, I must hear before I die. That's a lot of records I need to hear before I die. There's probably some I have that they're not in here that he needs to hear before he dies. But it's a cool book, man. It's really got some interesting stuff. I own a lot of these, but I don't own 1001 of them. But I thought it'd be fun. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip through this thing, and I'm going to stop at one, and that's going to be the next one I maybe listen to. Let's try it. It's just a picture, okay? Yeah. Let's do it again. Here we go. Patti Smith, Horses. Already have it. So we'll skip that one. Let's go to another one. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. I already got it. Let's get one I don't have, all right? And that's a good one, by the way. I did hear it before I died, and I like it. Well, Michael Jackson, Thriller. Got it. One more, guys. One more. That's it. Let's try this. Okay, I don't have this one. Stevie Wonder, Talking Book. I know it's pretty dang good, so maybe that'll be one I grab. So let me put this over here. Question: have you ever gone in a record store and impulsively you buy something you later regret buying? I do it all the time. Either somebody says, hey, you got to have that record, or hey, this is one you can't miss, or you just get in there, and I don't know what it is about record stores, man, but it makes you go, I got to have that. I don't have any money after I get it. I won't have any money left after I buy it, but I got to have it. And then you get home, you throw it on, or you might not even take it out of the sleeve. But if you do throw it on, then you go, why in the world did I buy this record? Because I don't like it. Now, the option is, of course, you can always trade it back in, sell it, whatever. There's always that option. So that's the one thing. That's the one cool thing about having a record collection is it's a little, if it's a really good one and they're in good shape and you've taken care of them, hey, you can always sell them if you hard up for cash or whatever. It's an investment. But hey, man, I have bought records before because I thought I needed it or it was popular and everybody was buying it. It's kind of like I have like 7 of the Taylor Swift records right down here. I actually do like her music for what it is. I didn't go to the Era Tour, and I won't. But there's some cool stuff on it sonically, the way it's produced. I like some of that stuff. But, anyway. So what I thought I would do is I would show you 5 or 6 records that I have bought that I regret buying. And you might not agree with me at all. And you may have some, you may think I'm crazy for the ones I'm going to show you. But again, everything is what you like and what I like, and it might be totally different. All right, y'all. So I'm going to start with this one, and I already know I'm going to get some comments on this. One of my best friends thinks this is one of the greatest records ever. I just can't do it, man. I don't like it at all. Van Morrison, Moondance. I'm sorry, the only song on here that I even remotely like is Crazy Love. And I don't love that. I'm not crazy in love with that, Crazy Love. Anyway, I know, man, this is a classic. It's one of his essential albums, according to Apple Music. But it's not my essential anything. I just don't like it, right? I get it. I understand why people think it's awesome. But not for me. Not for me, man. So there's one but here's the cool thing. I paid really cheap money for this. So I didn't want out a lot. It just takes up space. But then I find out when I get home with it that I already had it to begin with. I just didn't refer to my Discogs to know that, right? So anyway, Van Morrison, Moondance, the first one. All right. It's going to get worse, y'all, as far as people are going to probably comment on me. This one here, I know I'm going to get it. And people are going to go, oh my God, you're ridiculous. I can't believe it. When their humongous record came out, which I have, and I actually like pretty decently, I just can't stand the singer's voice that much. It's great for what it does and what it is. But this record I just didn't like. I bought it because I was flipping through the bins. I saw it and I thought, you know what? I don't have that. I think I'll get it. And it's a reissue, remaster, and it wasn't discounted price. It was pretty hefty. But it's this one, y'all. In Nirvana MTV Unplugged. It's okay for what it is, but I would rather have saved the money and gotten something else. So, people love it though. I just don't like it too much. Just not really into it at all. So go ahead and send your emails to me. It's okay. Just one that I wish I hadn't gotten. All right. Now, this one here, in the last year, it got kind of a big boost for popularity. It was kind of one of those records that was kind of like a resurgence. It became popular all of a sudden. And it had a lot to do with the band that they ended up making big waves in. And this female in this group did a solo tour last year, and it did really well for her. But I was talked into buying this because I heard that it was just amazing, and the more I listened to it, the more I would love it. But the more I listened to it, the more I didn't. There you go. Buckingham Nicks. I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't get it. And look, I like all kinds of music. I like acoustic stuff. I like pop stuff. I like rock stuff, R&B, country stuff, whatever, jazz stuff. This just didn't do it for me. I listened to it twice to try to really tell everybody so I could be in with everybody, all the cool crowd, but it wasn't for me. All right, y'all. Buckingham Nicks. There you go. All right, so, okay, here's a band that, honestly, they've sold millions of records. I'm a big fan. And the other live records that they have done have been really, really good. And all the studio records have been great. They've sold millions. You know this band. But this record right here sounds horrible. It really sounds horrible. I mean, sonically, it sounds bad. The mix is awful. Now, if you stream this record on Spotify or Apple Music, it sounds decent. I mean, it sounds good like it's supposed to. But the vinyl itself, I don't know what they did, what went wrong. It's the Journey live at Lollapalooza, man. It's horrible. It sounds absolutely horrible. And that's one, when I got it back, I wished I had never bought this thing and just listened to it on stream. So, but that's one there that I wish I had gotten. This was, and the show was in 2021, July of 2021. So anyway, great. Hey, look, the concert itself's great. The Spotify mix is great, but not the vinyl mix at all. So I wish I hadn't bought that one. All right, two more. Okay, so this one. Okay, so I went to this store in a town not a couple hours from here. Then I found out there was another store a couple blocks away, so I went into it. When I walked into the store, I should have known. When I walked into the store, the dude behind the counter was this old hippie dude. And they had a lot of stereo equipment in the store, but it was old and worn out stereo equipment. It wasn't like vintage cool stuff that you'd want to take home. The stuff was dusty and messed up, and all of his records were in these terrible bins, and I don't know. It just wasn't a cool vibe to be in at all. But I was looking through like old metal stuff. And so the dude comes over to me and he says, I got something you need to see. And he shows me this record that I'm getting ready to show you. He says, you'll love it. If you like old Motley Crue and old Poison and old Rat and stuff like that. he said, you will love this record. So $40, y'all. 40. He talked me into buying this, and I never heard of this band before, ever. Look at that. Tease. Never heard of them, man. And I bought it. Hook, line, and sinker, man. Party Hardy. That's the name of the first song. I'm just looking at some of the Looking for Action, of course. Anyway, but if you look at the back, I mean, somebody must like them, because they're giving it the, you know, kind of a live thing. I don't think the record's live, though. I don't remember. But they're one of the makeup bands. Look at that. Kind of like what Motley did early on. Kind of like New York Dolls. Kind of like Twisted Sister type of thing. But oh my gosh, this doesn't sound like early Motley. It doesn't sound like Shout at the Devil or Too Fast for Love at all. Doesn't sound like early Mickey Rat even. It doesn't sound like early Poison when they were Paris. And they sucked when they were Paris, that's for sure. But this is terrible. Really bad record. But I dropped 40 for this record, man. Not 10, not 5. It was awful. Some maximum suckage right here, y'all. He's probably an accountant. That dude probably is like deceased. This dude's probably like, I don't know. I don't know. But Tease didn't work out for him. And the other thing is, I don't know any of the, like sometimes you'll see somebody in a band that was that way back in the day, and you'll know the name, and you'll realize, hey, that they went on to form whatever. But not any of these guys. Not any of these guys. This came out in 1985 too, by the way. Tease. Oh, I was teased. All right, I was teased right into buying this record too. So, all right, last one, y'all. I'm supposed to love this record. Not only am I supposed to love it, but I'm supposed to be in awe of it, and I'm supposed to think it's one of the. And it's some articles, some publications have listed this as one of the top 5 greatest records of all time. I don't know what they're listening to. Maybe I don't know what I'm listening to, but I legitimately cannot stand this record. I have tried. I have sat and listened to it. I have given it every chance I can get. And I like to listen to things sonically that have a lot of stereo effect, a lot of bouncing back and forth from, around the room, that kind of stuff. And I've been told this is the one I needed to have. And I watched the video on here, another one, a vinyl video, and they were talking about their best 10 records, and this came out number 1 because it was the greatest thing ever recorded. Pet Sounds, Beach Boys. I know, go ahead and throw things through the video screen if you want to. But I hate this record, y'all. It makes me feel weird on the inside. It makes me just feel, I don't know what, I can't even put my finger on it, but I do not like this record. Now listen, I get, that big song that they had, God Only Knows, was this huge song, and Sloop John B, and Wouldn't It Be Nice? I understand all that. I get the hit, they were hit makers, and Brian Wilson was a massive producer. But the dude lost his mind on this one, I think. I think he just tried everything he could. And somehow they mixed it all together and it worked. But not for me. And I wish I'd have never bought this record. But here's what's sad. I'll probably never sell it. I'll always have it so that some days I can throw it on the turntable to realize, once again, why I don't like it. Anyway, there's a few records I wish I hadn't bought. There's probably more in there. Don't forget to subscribe, everybody. Leave me a comment. Like the video. Be back soon with another one. Everybody have a great night. Keep on buying. Keep on turning in and tuning in, guys.